Welcome back to the channel, lads and ladies, and today I'm feeling a little bit sick and I have a very sick little baby girl at home today, so let's cut to the chase. Just a quick update on the channel. I just finished the 150 subscriber special, and I know it took a while, but I really like how it turned out, and it makes me feel better about making that polished content. And now the channel's already sitting at what appears to be 174 subs, which is just crazy, because I'm not really trying to grow the channel, just trying to meet people that enjoy the game the same way I do, and make some new friends. What you'll be watching is some gameplay of some vehicles that I've enjoyed playing lately, and we'll just be sitting here having a nice chat. I've been trying to research the Kika, the modules for it, and it's rather annoying in ARB, so I decided to take it into ground forces, and this first match doesn't end well for me. In fact, I never even get into the Kika, because one issue that the Japanese have is they really don't have a fast vehicle for capturing points that you can then get into an airplane with quickly, so that can be kind of an issue, and that's too bad since Japanese aircraft are so fun to play. In Tank RB, they're fantastic at an interceptor role, taking down enemy ground strikers, and many of them can carry enough ordnance to take down one target or so with skill. Anyway, with that, let's get into a different match where I did a little bit better in the Kika. You'll see what I mean. And I suppose I could talk a little bit about the Kika now that we have this opportunity, you and I, to sit and talk for a while. It's a great little aircraft now, but it still has its limitations. First off, the stock grind is quite noticeable in the Kika, and it comes down to a few things. One, your stock rounds for your high velocity 30mm cannon come with half AP, which is going to be fairly useless against enemy aircraft, and mostly useless. Ooh, nice connection. Mostly useless against ground targets as well. So basically your cannons are performing at half power until you unlock the cannon rounds. In addition, the stock accuracy for the 30mm is pretty terrible, and it's even more noticeable in a jet where you need to be able to make those snapshots and be able to snipe at long range if you have to. Really tough for me. Coming off of American 50 cals where you get lots of ammunition and good accuracy, but you know what? You swing the one you got. And in Tank RB, you'll often find yourself in situations where you can make use of those guns. Other downside, 50 rounds of ammunition. Later on, you can get the Otsu upgrade for your cannon. Here we come in for a bombing run. We saw that Ally T-29 was taking lots of hits from the MKPZ-47, so we took the shot and we take down the enemy tank. Unfortunately, I believe we finished off our ally there as well. Sorry about that one, bud. Hope you understand. So there she is, the one-shot wonder. We've already gone through most of our cannon ammunition, and we've dropped the bomb. So we're back to base to refuel and refit, and this is sort of the way of things with the Kika. You don't get a lot of time in the action. Hold on a second, I gotta take care of this baby. Oh, she's being so weird today. It's like she just won't take a bottle. She looks at like, what this? I think it's because she's got a stuffy nose today, so and that's what that is. We see an enemy, looks like a heavy bomber. Could it be a Greif? So we drop the bomb, try and zoom up to him. Even though we just took off, we're going to have to take these shots at longer range, which means, of course, we're probably going to go through all of our ammunition in this one pass. You get a crit, and we try and dip down below his defensive gunner. He's got that 20mm tail gunner, and we're going to go straight back to base after this. Boy, the Kika. Fun and engaging gameplay. But we pick up a kill assist, and you know what? Sometimes that's the best you can do. Now this might not look like the most fun and exciting gameplay, and sorry for the twitchiness of the video there. I was recording something while I was saving that video. But that's just kind of the way it is in the Kika right now. Until you get it up to spaded status, it's kind of a turd. Alright, let's move on. The new BF-110 G2 is a lot of fun. Boom! Once again, it is going to take a bit to grind through some of the modules for this until you can make it useful in your chosen role. It's not a bad heavy fighter. It's not good, but it's not bad. And oh, those 30 mils. Oh, those 30 mils. That PBJ is gone. And once you unlock the 37mm cannon and the HVAP ammunition for ground targets, it's not bad at ground striking in air RB, but I would not recommend the 37mm HVAP for mixed battles because the armor penetration values against sloped armor are very low indeed. So all in all, the G2, fun, exciting. It's a straight improvement over the Duck in many ways, but not a replacement for the 75mm Duck for that just ground strike derp power once you get a feel for the aircraft. I've had some fun in it, and it's a nice addition to the German tree. For comparison, and just to remind you that I love this plane, here is the aforementioned PBJ. This one is the one equipped with a 75mm cannon, and you still have plenty of 50 cals. So as we dive on this Duck, you can see the power of this airplane. The PBJ is one of those vehicles that takes... Watch out for the water now! It takes some learning to get used to this aircraft and to make it work. And it's never gonna be completely reliable. It's kind of a brick in the air. It's big, it's heavy. With the cannon buff, aircraft can shoot you down with no problems, as you saw earlier. But you still have that 75mm cannon that fires APHE through the roof of enemy tanks. Oh, that was a nice shot, as you can see. So, still a lot of fun. The T-18E2 Boarhound. This was an event vehicle that we just unlocked with the, what is it, I guess the summer event? And a lot of fun. Look at the reverse speed on this thing. It's a versatile little heavy wheeled vehicle. It really is something unique in the game, and it's getting a scouting mechanic, which it used to have, and it's getting it back again, I believe. We take down a T-34 there, and take down a Stug, double kill, very nice. The, what is it, is it a 57mm cannon? Is quite good on this thing, and makes it a joy to play. The mobility, with the increased mobility of wheeled vehicles in 179, is fabulous. It's not on the level of the Puma, but it has its other advantages. The gun's a bit better, and the survivability is also a bit improved. As well, you get one of the best smoke screen systems in the game, so that's very nice. And you can pull some ninja hijinks with this thing. You can take it down into low tier and have some fun and get into your really great American 3.7 aircraft. I really love the American BF-109 F4. You see, I have something of a fondness for premium vehicles. That's because I'm always on the grind, man. There's always something to unlock, and premium vehicles just make that a lot easier. And in addition, I like having neat stuff. So we get a shot into the KV-1 there, and that looks like it's a ZIS, KV-1 ZIS 30, I believe it's called. Anyway, it's kind of a problem if you let that thing shoot at you for a while. But we took down his turret crew there and set him on fire. He's backing off, as well as that Panzer. Unfortunately, we aren't going to be able to finish him off, but look at with what ease we can deal with a KV-1. Now, we were shooting at weak spots that we're very familiar with. Ordinarily, the KV-1 is very difficult to penetrate, and in a lot of cases is going to be a difficult foe to take down. But with the good mobility of the T-18, and again the smoke system and its reasonable amount of survivability, you can get up to some hijinks and really have a lot of fun with this vehicle. So if you pick this one up, give it a play in 179. It's better even than it was when you first got it. Oh boy, this thing. This little vehicle was on a half-off sale at humblebundle.org, and you can still pick it up from that website. And that's a legit site that's recognized by Gaijin, so no worries about account deactivation for fooling around with that stuff. It's no longer on sale. It's no longer on sale, but you can still pick it up there, as well as the Pacific Advanced Pack. Although, if you want the P38G and the A6M5 Co, which are both fantastic aircraft, you're probably better off getting them from the Steam store, where they're $30 as opposed to the $50 you would be paying at Humble Bundle, but they don't come with as much premium time or golden eagles, so make your decision based upon what you would like to get, or hold off. Now, to get back to this little guy, as I said, it's still just as fun as it always was, and I was just chilling and relaxing, kind of taking a break from, well, you see, I just got done playing some top tier, or actually 9.0 American tank RB, and it was it was rather aggravating, we'll put it that way. You probably won't be seeing any videos on the XM1 Abrams for a little while on the channel until things calm down a bit. Getting into a lot of 9-7 matches and just getting shredded by Leo 2A4s, Leo 2Ks, and whoever happens to be on the enemy team, because there is no allied team after 3 minutes in the match. Anyway, it's a great little vehicle to decompress in, and rank 1 arcade battles are still just as fun as they always were. You can rack up kills in the aircraft, you can have a blast on the ground, and just decompress for a while, because War Thunder is supposed to be fun every now and then, right? Right? It doesn't all have to be French starter vehicles and up tiers and all the other good stuff. But moving on, how are you guys doing in War Thunder? Are you having a good time unlocking the new vehicles? What are you looking for in 1.79? One thing I've noticed about this patch, and I believe I've mentioned it a few times, ooh, nice double kill, is that they've really given a lot of love to Air RB, and they've dealt with some issues that the community has been talking about for quite some time, years even. So that is a really nice precedent. They've been, Gaijin, working on their consumer relations, and it's starting to show up in the game more and more, and now it's just up to us to be reasonable about what we want out of the game so that it can continue to be fantastic fun and a unique experience compared with everything else. Now, War Thunder has been moving away steadily and progressively from being historically accurate. They haven't been, completely accurate for quite some time, but they're moving away from the entire idea of historical accuracy and trying to move toward what most people consider fun and exciting vehicles, and we'll just have to see how that plays out in the future. There's some pros and there's some cons, and I'm sure it's a subject for discussion on into the future. But hope you guys are having a good time. I'm just kind of relaxing now and de-stressing, and playing low rank vehicles is a great way to just calm down and enjoy the game for a little bit again, and then you can get back to whatever, stressful, challenging fun builds you into a stronger player and a saltier man after you relax just a bit. Moving on, how many people remember this vehicle, the P43 Lancer? It's almost like a baby P47. It's adorable, it has a nice climb rate, starts from the airfield just like the P47 now, and at a lower battle rating with 4 50 cals, 2 in the wings, 2 mounted above the engine, and significantly less ammo than you're used to in other American aircraft. It's a fun and engaging little fighter for people who have a tad more experience in the game. really, I've had a ton of fun with this thing. I'm rocking the stealth ammunition in this match, and even more, I was flying with a friend that I found through the channel, and he's on the Discord, and we're chatting it up in this battle and just having a good old time. And I don't know about you, but I mean, regardless of the clouds look terrible. Gaijin, please work on the clouds. But the sky looks beautiful in update 1.79. Has it always been this pretty? Ah, that beautiful blue sky. Well guys, I've rambled on for quite some time. How are you enjoying patch 1.79? What vehicles have you been playing? What videos would you like me to make? No guarantees. I'm not a big YouTuber, you know, I don't have a lot of resources, and I'm not the most skilled person in the game. So when I have some exciting and interesting gameplay, regardless of what vehicle I happen to be played, that's usually what I show you guys. But my very favorite thing, and the reason that I make these videos, is to share my life with people and meet people online, because you guys are the most interesting people in the world, for reals. I love people, and it's neat to... Ooh, that was a good one. Look at the beauty of this. It's neat to connect with people that love the same things that you do, and War Thunder is definitely one of those games that you can love. And you get mad at it when it, you know, throws up on the carpet when you were, you know, 5 minutes late in opening the door when you got home. But you know what? There's a lot of forgiveness in my heart for this game, because there's really nothing like it, and it's clearly still a passion project for the game developers. As we move on to the future of War Thunder, things are looking bright and perhaps a bit scary. We hope to never see pay-to-win mechanics come into the game more than they already are, and we hope to see better balancing and a continued reliance on skill and fair play in matches to come, and we'll just have to see how things shake out. Top tier has always been the least balanced of any of the game modes, but it's looking, for the most part, reasonably playable. Just if you disregard the XM1. Speaking of reasonably playable, let's talk about the Focke-Wulf 190. All of the 190s, as far as I'm aware, have received a flight model upgrade or update, and well, here we are in the American Focke-Wulf 190, and all I can say is meh. I mean, maybe it's better, but I'm still trash with it, between not being familiar with the MK108s. Which one are they? The German 20 mils, and just the heavy sort of wobbly and very tail weak model of the plane. It's not my favorite by any means, but yeah, meh. I don't know. You guys who play Focke-Wulfs, how is it? Have you seen an improvement? I think it's a little bit better in mouse flight than it used to be, but again, meh. I'll stick with my American attacker at rank 4, thank you very much. Yeah, this guy. Ah, the sound of that cannon in update 1.79. Very satisfying. I'm a big fan of the new sounds with 1.79. I know that some people don't appreciate certain new gun sounds. I think I've heard people complaining about the British 20 mils and the 50 cals for the Americans, but I like the sound of my 50 cals. They change it with every patch, and they change the damage they do with every patch, and you know what? They're still usable. Speaking of still usable, I have enjoyed the Grizzly. It's always one of those planes that I have to retrain myself to fly. You get a lot more consistent results if you hide yourself for the first 3 or 4 minutes of the match along the edge of the map, and then come in once the fighters have engaged each other, and the low flying enemy fighters that are always there looking for an attacker to take down get dove on by your allied fighters. So, you see a little bit of Grizzly gameplay today, and I really can't tell you how much I love this vehicle. It's my kind of vehicle. It's weird, it's an attacker, it has a big old cannon, you can use it in any game mode and have a blast, and it's just my kind of thing, and it looks beautiful. I mean, look at the design of this aircraft. It's sleek, it's powerful, it's futuristic. All in all, a lot of fun to play. Now, you're not going to get the best rewards unless you know your way around heavy cannon attackers, and you're not always going to be able to defend yourself, but you're definitely guaranteed to have a good time if this is your kind of vehicle. It really is sleek, powerful, and attractive. So, what kind of aircraft do you like to play? A lot of people are into the meta fighters or CAS vehicles like the P43, the Seafire, things like that. But me, I really like lining up that big gun and just derping enemy tanks, whether they are player controlled or AI. I could kill AI vehicles all day. One of the games that I used to play before this game, long ago, back in my basement days when I would sneak down to the basement and go play the family PC that we bought in, I think that one we bought in around 1998. It's a rather old PC, but there was a game you could play called Pearl Harbor, and it was before the movie came out. And can we get that BF-109? What a lucky kill. That doesn't happen every match, I'll tell you that much. But I used to play this old PC game called Pearl Harbor, and it was really simple. There were like, what, 2 or 3 different maps, and you just screwed around flying airplanes and dropping bombs and blowing up ships and stuff. It was great fun. Why do I mention that? Well, that's always what I've wanted War Thunder Air Forces to be like. Just good fun, blowing up AI. That's one reason that I'm looking forward to Enduring Confrontation RB. Hopefully they'll make it rewarding and valuable to play. Hopefully it will become a new source of players and a breeding ground for skill and experience, and a good training zone for people to get into the more competitive PvP environment. I feel like PvE is something that War Thunder really could use, and they've been a bit scared of it, I think. But it's a great place to learn and grow and relax. And maybe it'll keep the tryhards to PvP where they belong. Who's to say? Anyway guys, hope you've enjoyed, and what game do you want War Thunder to be? What do you want it to become? What do you look for in a game like this, and what gives you the good feelings and gives you a sense of accomplishment and fun out of the game? Looking forward to your responses in the comments below, and as always, I'm looking forward to connecting with you guys on a personal level on the Discord. Great group of people, and like I said, that's why I do the work of making this channel happen. I love connecting with other people who enjoy this game. Anyway guys, have a great day. I'll catch you later. Bye bye.